Guardian Games 2021 makes its way into Destiny 2 in just 1 week from now. So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at everything that we know about this event thus far, spanning from the new armor sets, the cosmetics, the heir apparent and its catalyst, some new quest strings that have been added, improvements over last year's Guardian Games, as well as what looks to be a mini live event during the final weekend of Guardian Games 2021. So we have quite a bit to go over in today's video. Before I do jump into it though, I'd just like to go ahead and say please subscribe to the channel if you do enjoy today's content, as well as I do stream on Twitch around 4 times a week, link in the description if that interests you as well. I have heard that only sexy ass individuals click the link in the description and follow, so if that does interest you, I figured I'd go ahead and mention it. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into today's video. Let's go ahead and give a quick TLDR as to what Guardian Games is, and most of the screenshots that you guys are about to see are via Josh Hunt on Twitter, as these leaks are as new as today and were found on Bungie.net. This is what Bungie has to say about this year's Guardian Games. Your chance for glory. The Vanguard has secured a ceasefire with the Cabal Empress Keitel, and humanity enjoys a brief moment of respite. Eager to celebrate Guardians and lift spirits, Zavala sounds the call to competition, and the class banners are raised around the tower. The Guardian Games have returned, and glory awaits. It then says head of the class. Titans dominated the last Guardian Games. Ever since, Hunters and Warlocks have been preparing for the annual challenge of skill, bravery, and resolve. Earn medals from Ava Levante by completing contender cards and triumphs. Each week is a new chance to be recognized as the top class in the games. Basically, what Guardian Games is that when this event starts, you're gonna load into the tower and talk to Space Grandma. You're then gonna pledge whatever class you want to pledge to for the rest of the event and grab the class item that she gives you. With this class item, you would then be able to pick up these things called laurels, and they're basically just gambit motes but for each individual class, and using these laurels you can power up these contender cards and get medals, and as you do your medals and complete them, you can then bank those medals in the tower, and whatever class has banked the most medals will then win the competition. So TLDR, it's just a competition between all 3 of the classes, and whoever banks the most medals at the end of the event will win and get a statue in the tower for the rest of the year. Now, with that TLDR out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at all of the new stuff that's going down this Guardian game. Starting off, of course, with the armor ornaments. Now, these ornaments right here, I can already say definitely look a lot better than last year's. Do keep in mind that pretty much everything that we talk about Eververse related in today's video will be available with Bright Dust at some point during the event for you to be able to pick up for free. Normally these armor ornaments cost around 6,000 Bright Dust, and given how much Bungie has been giving us throughout this season, I'm sure a lot of you have a lot of Bright Dust stockpiled, so you can get all of these for free. It says glow up, represent your class with pride with a new Guardian Games Universal Ornament set featuring glowing class items, plus a new weapon ornament for heir apparent, sporting exotic emotes, and more. And of course, this is what the armor looks like in full screen. If I did have to pick what I like the most, I do gotta say that the Hunter helmet and the Titan helmet look very clean. Actually, all the helmets honestly look really good, and the class item for the Hunter definitely stands out. The bad thing in general about Guardian Games armor is that normally it does not shade very well. It will keep the yellow, red, and blues on the armor regardless of what shader you use, so do keep that in mind whenever this event does roll around. It happened with last year's armor. I hope it doesn't happen with this year's armor, but something tells me it probably will. Now, moving on over from the armor, we got some of the smaller cosmetics, starting off with the tennis ball ghost. I gotta say, this man right here, or woman, is absolutely beautiful, very much reminiscent of the cowboy ghost from Festival of the Lost last year. Aside from that, we also have a look at a new Sparrow, which to me personally, not exactly something that I really care about, especially once you guys get to see the free Sparrow that you can earn this event. Of course, moving on from there, we also have a ship. Not a big fan of this ship either. Normally, I'm not really a big fan of most of the cosmetics that Bungie adds. I just kind of ignore them. Here's an Eververse screenshot showcasing an emote, as well as a another Sparrow that we haven't seen. Of course, to the right, that's the ship that we just looked at. Moving on from there, we have another Eververse screenshot of another ghost. This to me is either a water bottle or a hand grenade, or both infused into one as a ghost shell. If I did have to assume what it was, probably like a water bottle canister thing ghost. So that's kind of interesting. Nowhere near as good as the tennis ball ghost. Moving on from there, we actually have the free Sparrow that you'll be able to earn during this event, and I gotta say, this one definitely looks a lot better than the one that you have to pay for. I really like the holographic edges towards the end of the Sparrow. Looks very, very clean. This is going to be an exotic reward that you can earn. Moving on from there, we have some Eververse screenshots of all of the emotes that are going to be making their way into this event, and not really seeing any that I really care for too much. I'm not a big emote person. Maybe the roses at the bottom right will probably be the only ones that I might consider. And then lastly, for the regular cosmetics, we actually have the emblems, and I do gotta say that the middle emblem, normally I don't use kind of festivity emblems, you know, I only use them around the time of the event, but the middle one right there might be one that I would run even way after Guardian Games. Looks absolutely fantastic. I really like that one. Now, moving on from there, let's go ahead and talk about all of the free-to-play rewards that will be available during this event. Of course, everything that we just discussed was Eververse, so it's not technically free-to-play, even though you can buy it with Bright Dust. I don't really count it as free-to-play because not everybody will be able to get every single one of those items with Bright Dust, and of course, all of them are available for silver. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the absolute free-to-play rewards are. It says rewards the spoils of victory. It says winning is its own reward, but equipping a powerful exotic is even better. Earn the heir apparent exotic machine gun and its catalyst, an exotic Sparrow, which is what we looked at earlier, plus legendary class items, one per class, which these are the ones that Ava Levante would give you, 2 emblems, and a pair of shaders. So that is a look at what every single person who is free to play will be able to get during this event. It does say 2 emblems, and the emblems that I just showed earlier, maybe I accidentally showed one that was from last year's, but I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure all those are new. If I did make a mistake though, please make sure to let me know in the comments down below. But right here it's saying 2 emblems instead of 3, so I don't know. Aside from that, of course, this is a better look at the heir apparent ornament that it's showing in the background. Of course, this will be something that you do have to pay for, or maybe can get with Bright Dust. Sometimes Bungie doesn't let these items be available for Bright Dust. Sometimes they exclude very specific ones like finishers and whatnot. So we'll have to see if this will be available for Bright Dust. I personally probably will not be picking it up because again, it's Guardian Games stuff, and I probably don't really care to have a Guardian Games aesthetic after the event is over. Of course, speaking of the heir apparent, we can also take a look at the catalyst because they did confirm that it will be available this event. The catalyst gives you the perk Legion's Bulwark, and it increases the arc shield's durability and partially reloads the magazine if it's destroyed. In my opinion, this catalyst sounds like dog dookie. It sounds terrible. It increases the durability and then gives you a bonus for whenever it's destroyed, basically making it harder for you to get the bonus from it being destroyed. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know many people that even use the heir apparent. It is a fun weapon overall, but this isn't going to be something like the Trinity Ghoul that absolutely revolutionizes the weapon. I just don't see many people using heir apparent after this event, and this catalyst really isn't going to do much to help that. Now, moving on from there, let's take a look at some quest stuff and some improvements over last year's Guardian Games. This year, Bungie's looking to add new strike playlists just for Guardian Games. You have the Guardian Games Hunter, Guardian Games Warlock, and Guardian Games Titan strike playlist. And basically, I guess the reason they're doing this is so that you can collect laurels from the same classes. Of course, if you are a Titan and pick up a Titan laurel, it counts 3 times as much than if you were a Titan and picking up a Hunter laurel. So I guess this is the kind of speed up being able to do your medals and contender cards and everything like that. And also has what looks to be some modifiers with melee and grenade abilities dealing more damage and they recharge faster. Elemental damage is increased from Guardian sources. You also have elemental damage is increased from Guardian sources and more power ammo available. And you also have health shields and recovery increased, and kinetic weapons that deal more damage. So I guess these right here might be some of the modifiers that we do see in the strike playlist. Aside from that, we also had a new item added to the game called the Medal Case, and it says it displays proof of your impressive exploits during the Guardian games. It has objectives like 500 laurels, 5 silver medals, 5 bronze, 3 gold, 1 unspecified goal, and 3 platinum medals. I'm not entirely sure what this is going to be, if it's going to be like some kind of thing in your inventory that you can use to track your progress throughout the event, or what exactly its purpose is going to be, but this is completely new, was never seen last year. So we have a new Medal Case item that will be used throughout this event. And the last thing that I want to talk about in today's video is actually about the closing ceremony. So this is what Bungie had to say about this. Again, this was leaked by Josh Hunt. This is no longer on the website as of right now. This was leaked early. It says, claim the podium. Each weekly podium ceremony will grant Guardians with distinctive gold, silver, or bronze auras, which will last the rest of the week. The winning class will be recognized at the Guardian Games closing ceremonies, complete with resplendent fireworks and a trophy displayed in the tower all year long. So from the looks of it, they're going to be doing something very special in the tower for the last weekend of Guardian Games. There's going to be, fireworks going off, everyone's going to have their auras, and there's also going to be a completely new trophy displayed in the tower. I'm not sure if it's going to be like the last year's trophy, which is completely super tiny, next to Zavala, or if it's going to be something that's actually cool. Who knows? Maybe Bungie is going to try to cement Guardian Games into Destiny this year and try to make it a lot better and kind of more out there so that we actually want to compete. But that's actually pretty interesting that Bungie is going to be doing this, kind of giving us a little something special to look forward to towards the end, and a bit of a celebration going on in the tower to make things feel a bit more lively. But guys, that is it for this video, and that's pretty much everything that we know about Guardian Games 2021 thus far. If you guys did make it to this point of the video, I really freaking appreciate you, because watch time means everything here on YouTube. And if you watched all the way through, I just want to let you know that I love you more than the guy that quit about a minute ago before reaching this part of the video. But guys, that is it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you all next time.